Black history is American history. The contributions of African Americans can be found in every fabric of America, from sports to science, from entertainment to education, from Bunker Hill to Capitol Hill. African Americans have influenced every ounce of American culture and American life. On this program, we will talk about some of those who have made a difference, both past and present, and events that helped make America America. Coleman Alexander Young was born May 24, 1918 in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. When he was 5, his family relocated to Detroit, Michigan, hoping to escape the racism, violence, and political biases and injustices of Tuscaloosa. In Detroit, he could attend both Catholic and public schools and became one of the best students to graduate from Eastern High School. As a young adult, he worked at Ford Motor Company and became a member of the United Auto Workers and later worked for the United States Post Office. During World War II, Young served in the 477th Medium Bomber Group of the famed Tuskegee Airmen as a second lieutenant, bombardier, and navigator. Near the end of the war, in 1945, he was part of the Freeman Field Mutiny, where he and 161 other black officers were arrested for resisting segregation at a base near Seymour, Indiana. Young was a born politician. His political base in the 40s and 50s was his home, Detroit, Michigan. He took his first political job working for the Progressive Party 1948 presidential candidate Henry A. Wallace. Because of his involvement with the Progressive Party, the United Auto Workers, and the National Negro Labor Council, he was targeted by the FBI, the anti-communist investigators, and the House Un-American Activities Committee. In 1952, Young stunned observers when he appeared before the McCarthy-era House Committee on Un-American Activities by defying the congressman, making sarcastic retorts, constantly reciting the Fifth Amendment, and refusing to answer whether or not he was a member of the Communist Party. This made him immensely popular with Detroit's black population. In 1960, he became a delegate and helped draft the new Michigan State Constitution and won election to the Michigan State Senate 3 years later in 1964. In 1968, he became the first black American elected to the Democratic National Committee. In 1973, he ran for the office of mayor of the city of Detroit against then Police Commissioner John Nichols. He won a close race and became the first African-American mayor of Michigan's largest city, and served for 20 years, from 1974 to 1994. During his tenure as mayor, one of Young's top priorities was to completely integrate the police force, which was composed of 18% of African-Americans at the time of his election. Towards the end of his tenure, the police force was integrated to approximately 50%. Over his 2 decades as mayor, the Renaissance Center, Joe Louis Arena, the People Mover, and the General Motors Pole Town plant, alongside other iconic organizations and institutions, were successfully completed. Young was also a moving force behind the construction of the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History. Young was awarded the NAACP Spingarn Medal in 1981, and in 1994, he published his autobiography titled Hard Stuff, the autobiography of Mayor Coleman Young, at the age of 74. He died November 29, 1997, at the age of 79 in Detroit, Michigan. Coleman Alexander Young, a great American. I'm Anthony Davis. Thanks for watching.